Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good evening. I don't know why I mistake so much these two. So today another day connecting with niece in the mind week. So I will begin by trying to make a summary, an idea of what our friend the Master Snake gave us yesterday. The first thing that I want to say is about why a snake master would come. And as a reminder, we are not here doing this path to work for the light, neither the darkness. We are not here to work for unconscious or conscious. We are not here to separate path, because we are here not working. We are here trying to acknowledge the information of the universe and how it works. And the basis of the universe is the unity. So everything is one. And if everything is one, there's no different path. So we are not here to work for one of those paths or for different ways. We are here to understand the whole, to understand the concept of everyone together. So this is why our space here is to work with the coherence, not with light, neither darkness. So this is why we are open to receive the advices and information from the dark side and from the light side. That would be. So basically what he said was related to the concept that humans, we are from the animal kingdom, and we have evolved in this world through the animal way, which is by survival, which is by the concept that that we humans are that we, the animals, are supposed to survive through eating, sleeping, and feeling safe, reproduction, also by reproduction. So these main basics emotions are the ones that are trying to help us to keep going, to be alive, and that's the animal way. And all these informations are ruled by the reptilian brain, which is the inner brain that we have, the oldest one, the most old part of our brain. We call it the reptilian brain. And so we live basically like animals, even if we now can think. So what he said is, if you think correctly, you humans are the ones, he said that, you humans are the ones ruling your life through the reptilian brain. So you are the reptilians. So he said, if you want to take control of the world, so be responsible and stop living through that reptilian brain. Stop blaming the other ones, because those other ones are taking care of the world until you are responsible enough to do it by yourself. So basically, the messages of this being is about responsibility, to take action, to take part in it. So I guess that's it, because most of the message was very clear, very straight. So thank you for those who have made the translations. And well, I guess by reading it, you can perfectly understand what he meant. I don't know if there's something that wasn't understood, because I think it was pretty clear. Another thing is that I have been reading some messages asking, how can I do this? How can I face my darkness? How can I overcome the darkness, the fears, and how can I remember? And I know that we are very used to ask how to the teachers, because when we went to school, the teachers had like kind of a book that says how. So it's like a manual, okay? Like it's a handbook. Like you have all the steps to do exactly what you're supposed to. So 2 times 2, you have one way to do it, and the teacher says this is the way you do it. So, but life is not like that. Life is like very different because each one has its own way to do it. So, what us, like me, can do is to show the map. So, here you have the map, but what you are going to do with the map, um, that's your problem. That's something you have to figure out. Basically, imagine that I give you a map, okay? So I can share with you the map. This is what I'm doing, and picture that this map is a circle, and you have like many different ways, and there are mountains and lakes in the middle. So I can show you the map and the waves and the different paths and the different mountains and lakes and so on. But how you go to the other side is your decision. How you're gonna walk, if you're gonna go faster or slower, if you want to climb the mountain and cross the other side, or you want to take a car, or you want to cross the lake by swimming, the house, it's all about you. So what we are really doing here is showing the map. But the house, how, it's only about you. You have to discover it through your life. So I don't know if you are having dreams or nightmares, but I have been dreaming so much. I have never dreamed so much like in this week, and I'm writing everything, all my dreams, and tonight's dream was really heavy, to see my poisons, my venom, and it was hard. So this is why I'm also processing those things. That's why I'm quiet like that, trying to assimilate. So that's it. So related to Denise, today we have to talk about crisis. And basically it's when our knees get broken and we just can't keep going. So crisis means to divide. Crisis means to divide, to separate things. So it means a path that ends and a path that begins. So basically it's a cut in the middle of our life. So if we take our lives like a path towards death, crisis would be these moments where you cut the path in different pieces, and in each one you change your way, your path, or you just change the way in which you were walking that path. So through our lives we live two different ways in which the crisis can be. We can describe this crisis like transformation or change. But the difference between one and another is that transformation is to go from one shape into another. That's the meaning of transform. Trans means to go to another place, like transit. Transit means to go from one place to another, because sit means site. Transit, to go from one site to another. When we say transform, means that you have a form, a shape, and you change into another shape. Okay, so you transform yourself. And so the example for transformation would be like, for example, how do you say I don't know the name for this. The first thing that then it's a butterfly. How do you say that? Caterpillar. So caterpillar is to butterfly. Thank you. Would be that transformation. Okay, that's a transformation. But change would be, I don't know, cold weather, and suddenly the caterpillar freeze and gets stuck in that. It doesn't have the process of transformation. It's just a worm. Okay, that would be change. Change is like fast, something that you cannot process. So this is why we cannot relate transformation with crisis. We can relate change with crisis, because crisis means to cut the path in half. So this means that it's something that it doesn't have a process to get to. It's something that it's out of your possibilities, that it was out from your planning. You had no idea about it. You have no time to prepare yourself for what is coming up. So that would be the problem, okay, of that would be the problem of change. The reason we get into a crisis is because we hadn't seen the signals for that change. So the way in which we can understand why we arrive to a crisis is like having this picture. Imagine yourself being driving a car, okay, and you drive the car, and every 1 kilometer you start to see a sign that says there is a hole in the road ahead. So you see that repeating each kilometer, and then you see it each 500 meters, and then you see it again every 100 meters, and then there's the hole in the ground. So depending on how much attention you pay in the path, you will know when you have to lower your speed to change your direction so nothing wrong can happen. But if you just go fast and you don't see any sign, so suddenly you will get straight to the bump and maybe have an accident. So basically, that's a crisis because you weren't paying attention to all the signs, the signals that you have been receiving. So the image that we have to understand is that the whole universe, the whole life, is basically a process of transformation since the moment we are born until the moment we die. Life is transformation. Life is basically a transformation. So when people is saying, I don't want to change, I want to stay like secure, comfortable with this situation, and you don't want to change, so everything stucks, but there's a moment that life cannot hold all that energy of transformation, so it does everything in one spot. All the things that you were holding during your life happen all in the same moment because you were holding it. Okay, so this is like trying to throw an arrow with a bow, and you pull the bow, but you never let the arrow go away. So as much you pull, suddenly the bow will break, and it will break your face too. So this would be basically why we have a crisis. So by acknowledging that from the base, life is transformation. So everything that I am not transforming in my life, that is constantly the same, so it will become a crisis eventually. Basically, the crisis that we are living in our lives, all the crises that you have lived in your life, they are basically the result of a process of transformation that wasn't that you weren't paying attention to. Okay, so you have to think about your own crisis. You have to think about what you are holding in, what you're holding, and you're not willing to transform in your life, and that will become a crisis if you don't do it. Basically, that is how it works. Life is to transform yourself. Remember that this is knees, related to the chakra of the knees. So knees are the ones allowing us to be flexible in the path of life, to walk ahead. So this would mean that if we don't allow ourselves to transform, they will break. Because when we have to move forward, if we are not able to move our knees, they will break. So basically, this is why our society, humanity, is like this right now. Because humans hadn't been responsible through so long that all the karma is just coming now, all together. So the reason why we are living all this now is because we are really close to start a new path in our history. But we are not going to be able to start that path if we don't go through the crisis we created for ourselves. We still have like 2 years more of this karma that will be very heavy. So 2 years more in which we have to prepare ourselves with all this karma within. We have to heal this crisis that we have within and help others to try to solve it as best as possible. And from that, we can change, transform. We can make crisis into transformation. Crisis is a very is an important part of our transformation, but our transformation is about to be organic, and crisis, it makes it strong, and you suffer by it. So crisis is part of the system that helps, but it's not necessary. It's just a choice. Let's think for today, what are the things that we don't want to live in our lives? The things that we are attached to. What are those things that we don't want to change in our lives? So before you go to sleep today, try to think about what is your biggest attachment that you don't want to change in your life, so your subconscious can show you what is your next crisis. So information for today. The vibration for today is new, like the animal. New. The statement for today is, I am the expansion of time. The code for today is the second dimension. Related with the concept of duality, this dimension projects two planes through which all unity is manifested, time and space. This dimension will show us that all existent things are aspects that move between these two factors that allow existence. They are lines, patterns, and draw realities. Another thing that I saw that he said yesterday is about you are the venom, the poison of the world. And basically remember that venom comes from the word love. So its origin means love. So basically venom is love that has been given in a mistaken doses. Like you're not given the love in the proper doses. So it's a sobredoses. I don't know if in English you say it like this. It's like So it's toxic, okay, when you have more than you are supposed to or less than you're supposed to. So it's a really bad administration of your love that becomes venom. Okay, so the same way in which a good thing in a different doses can become venom in biology, something toxic. So love also can be toxic, and that's what he wanted to say, that an overdoses of love, it's also toxic. That is why he said, you are the venom of this world. Until you're not coherent, responsible, you will be that venom because you are love. So this is why when we hear this phrase, this sentence, like, I am all love, it's all love with me, so maybe you are being toxic. You have to be aware of that. Let's go to the alignment. Begin to move my shoulders in circles to relax the tension. I let all the weight fall down, and by taking a deep breath, I focus only in my breathing. I perceive all the light around me, getting into my body through the skin, filling up all my inner self. I feel the light shining out and inside myself, for I am the light. I am the higher self, my own higher self, shining above my head and getting inside my body, bringing awareness. Take a deep breath and go within your body, through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, plexus, sacrum, root, knees, ankles. I desire to make of my crisis a conscious transformation. respiro profundo. Take a deep breath and jump towards the core of the planet, through the crust with roots, soil and rocks, feeling the heat of the magma, going faster towards the pressure of the iron core of Earth. I become aware about all the crises that I had and all those yet to come. And I acknowledge that the pressure that they put on me have been molding what I am. It's in this way that I set my intention to go through my history, through time, to understand all these crises as a way for me. But now, from the space, I decide and set the intention to make of them my own transformation. I am the expansion of time. I am the expansion of time. I am the expansion of time. veces 3. Tres veces 3 habréis de cantar, pues en la segunda luna azul las cuerdas habrán de romperse, y quien no sepa acordar perderá su ser. 3 veces 3, la gran tormenta del sol, verán la luna azul. Hemos venido a tejer, cordar. Ese fue nuestro acuerdo. Cordar. Cuanto más cuerdo, más cordada la tierra estará. Y en gran tormenta, cuando la luna azul vuestras cuerdas cantarán, protegiendo a la madre. La gran luna azul. La madre. Ese fue nuestro acuerdo. Volverse cuerdo. Cordar el tejido del velo azul de la madre. Ese siempre fue mi velo que vuestras estrellas han de cordar.